Musings from this tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. It's Monday. What do we have? What, December 8th? 9th. Yeah. December 9th. Today is, for all the Annas out there, the celebration of the name Anna and the name day. Realm of this Orthodox society and culture. And yeah, wishing you, I have a very dear friend, Anna. Yeshua Nulamu, Chronio Pola. And yeah, it's nice. I think I got confused and actually thought that it was last week. I don't know why. But anyways, aside from that, what's going on in the studio this morning? Well, I'm going to be working on my Savannah Sunrise painting, getting that next layer in. And yeah, I'm going to film it and upload it for the members on this YouTube channel, and working on a podcast. I shall be recording my podcast today, talking about this, just kind of clearing up the idea of what exactly does talent mean, and what exactly is creativity, and do you need both? Are the two entwined together? When you say that somebody is talented, the assumption is that they're talented, that they can paint, they can compose music, they can play the violin, whatever it is that they're doing, and they do it on a level that is beyond what other people can do. So I want to talk a little bit about that, and we got some, basic dictionary definitions, and talent comes to basically meaning a natural aptitude or skill that just comes to you naturally. That's talent. And creativity is basically the foundation for inventiveness. The use of your imagination or an original idea to create something, that's being inventive, right? It's inventiveness. So I just want to start this week with that focus of kind of clearing up. Do you need talent to be an artist? No. No. And to be an artist, does it mean that you must be have this natural this misconception of this natural flow of creativity, as if it is something specific to being an artist? Really, in my philosophy, doesn't have anything to do with that. Yes, definitely we use it. Obviously, I talk about it all the time, don't I? But does it belong to the artistic sphere of things? And no. So I want to talk about that and just get that in order, because when we understand what talent is and what creativity is and how they work together or not, we have kind of a release of the idea of, like, let's say a beginner who wants to learn how to paint, and they're thinking, well, I don't have any talent, so I can't learn how to paint. or, I'll never be any good at it. And yeah, yeah. And for us older people, maybe you younger artists out there don't quite have this same misconception, but it takes a long time for things to get redefined. And we tend to, because, we are your parents. So whatever my idea of creativity and talent is or was, I will give that to you along with most of most of society. So it's up to us to kind of like tweak those ideas, those old ideas that we grew up with, that we have, and just kind of release some things from that. So I want to get into that this week. Um, Talent and creativity and how that plays out in our tiny little studios, and how you can develop them, right? Um, and yeah, I don't know. See what I can come up with today. Writing out this podcast. There'll also be a blog post on it, and I will send it out in a newsletter once I get the podcast up, so that you can just click on it and go and watch it, or read it there, get the information, or go to the blog post that I'll be putting up. So that's what I have on my mind today. That's what I'll be diving into this week, kind of putting that all together. For those of you out there who may be interested, I know there's some of you, and also for this week, I'm also uploading this painting, the next stage for my YouTube members. As I said before, and kind of putting my Christmas list together of some things that I would like to get. I need new brushes. That's my big one. Many of my brushes are still the same ones that I've had they're like 12 years old, and they're still in pretty good shape. So it's a good thing when you make sure that your brushes, your hog bristle brushes especially, you're soaking them in linseed oil, or any kind of oil, just soaking them, that they are continually nourished in one way or another, and not allowing the paint to dry on them, which I have done that quite a few times. But your brushes can last you a long time, and even though a brush can get, like a flat brush can become rounded, and maybe the ferrule got some dried paint in there, and it's like, rather than being flat, it's like a little bit puffed out. Your brushes are still, even those old used brushes are still very useful for your artwork, and they can be used. They can be used. So if you're on the frugal side of things, or you just don't like to waste, don't throw those brushes out until they're really not usable anymore. If you find that you're painting and you just never pick that brush up anymore, get rid of it. But if you're still using it, keep on using it. Sometimes those old brushes, the ones that get really clumped up and just hard, and they're all out of shape. And sometimes those brushes, especially, are great for like foreground grass. Just they're just great for creating textures and interesting things that a good brush can't do. So yeah, don't chuck everything out. Keep them going for as long as they can go, because just because you're getting older doesn't mean that you're useless. Yeah, yeah. So reuse and find ways and deepen your practice that way. That's such a beautiful thing to do, to just, you know, using your old brushes. That's a great example, right? Just keep using them, since they're workable, and if they can't do what they used to be able to do, focus the energy of the brush on a new thing that a younger brush just can't do in the same way, right? I think you all know where I'm going with this, right? It's again, bringing it back to us older folks, at 60, yeah, I don't have the youth that I had when I was 20, but oh boy, there are things I can do today that I never could have done back then. Never, never, never. One of them is this YouTube channel. Never, not like we had YouTube back then, but there is no way that I would have come out here and started doing morning musings, or shown anyone how I was painting. I wasn't painting then, but I had pretty much stopped it because, you know, back then, it was impossible. You would never make a living off of painting, out of doing something creative. You had to be one of those special people out there. And, we're all special. And that's what's so cool about this YouTube channel. And it's so cool why you all should be also opening up and starting YouTube channels, because you're all special. I mean, we're all unique and individual, and we all have our own way of specifically guiding or offering whatever we have to you out there. There are people out there that need you. They need you in a sense of, they've got to learn something, and you're the one they click with. So yeah, for those of you who are interested in starting a YouTube channel, I'm very, very supportive of that. Let me know if you have any questions, if I can help you out anywhere with that. But this week I'm going to focus on talent and creativity, and how the two are not the same, and how the two are actually completely different processes. Oh, it's so exciting. So that's what's going on today. And hopefully I will get it all done. So with that, you guys, be inspired, be creative, be you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day today. I will see you all again tomorrow.